Yeah, it's been a good showing for EU overall today for sure. It's been impressive to watch, and of course we still have a few teams on the list we're missing to see go through: TSM, FaZe, and Na'Vi. And speaking of Na'Vi, I actually during the break between these two games here, I had a chance to talk to the manager from Na'Vi, Lyra, and I asked her, can you put any comments on us seeing Kemba rather than Orange play? And she just said pretty straightforward. I mean, we have that fifth member as a part of the active roster, and we're trying still to kind of adapt to this only wins matter format. So while we have 6 players, we're using these earlier weeks to try and figure out what's the best setup for a wins only format, and we're along with everyone else trying to adapt. So they're sure that while they're maybe testing things out right now, they'll see a lot more success later down the week. So that was like her message to the bench: no worries, Na'Vi here, and we're gonna come back for it later on in the week. But for right now, they're testing out different things to see what's the best setup for them for this type wins only survival week format.
I think that's totally fair and makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I mean, we saw Gen.G do that on the first day here with subbing out Loki for Alpaca, and they got a win, and it worked out. So I think that's fair play, a smart idea by Na'Vi. Now over to the outside of Picado. Shrimzy way outside of Picado going for a vehicle. He is, I believe, going to be able to snag that and get out ahead of Furia. First circle up to the northeast, and wait, what?
We're going into an open field on the north and an open hillside on the south, and everybody except for Furia and T1 have to send it to claim anything whatsoever, because there's really not a lot to take.
Yeah, Ragnar trying to take out Indigo, and he's going to do it. Indigo gets over the hill, but Ragnar is going to splatter him. Well, Silzen's technically driving, but regardless, Ragnar did the hard work. Silzen with the easy follow-up. So Damwon Kia continues to not be able to navigate these early circles successfully. Luren and Tianva already lost one early themselves. Just going to drive through TSM. Nobody trading shots. That's unusual for this particular meta, but TSM a little more cautious, a little more reserved. Gen.G up on the side here, and he is waiting, and he finally does get the knock, and it's going to be Adder, in fact, who gets the knock onto Vard. Adder over the side. He's going to get another. That's a two-piece for Adder. Miraku and his teammate trying to get through. Finally, Adder dislodged by Iroh. Miraku going to hold the door. Where is the rest of T1? They're going to need help. I think they're on their way.
They were trying to maintain a two-way split, but that's just way too greedy at this point in the game. Adder is down. 2 enemies were taken down as well. Oh, if you throw a molly, they might be able to prevent the reses. But nope, not going to commit to it. Nate is thrown, though, but I'm not sure. No, they don't get Vard up yet. So Iroh is up, but Iroh falls straight back down. Iroh out. Vard flushed as well, and it's just Miracle left alive. He tried to stay put in this one. They thought they had it in the start, getting the first 2 knocks, but now no, not gonna happen. It's just him left alive versus what probably will be the entirety of T1 once they get the res up. And yep, there you go. The cavalry arrived. They took them down. Adder will get back up. As I say, that Starlord gets knocked. Now he's caught in the open. Will he get flushed? No, not yet. But Gen.G Milofo was trying to flush one. But in trying to do so, Gen.G put his head straight in his crosshair. Are they putting up on this?
Love this. I love this from Detonation Gaming White. Finally, learning those lessons from the weekly reseeding rounds last time, and they're going to pull up to this. I think Detonation Gaming White should just wipe T1 off the board here. They've got the opportunity. Go for it. Gen.G completely beat up. Aqua 5 going out to Adder. Malifaux should see it on his side. Indeed, he does. It's going to be Aqua 5, though, recognizing it, going to cook a grenade of his own, let fly, as the rest of Detonation Gaming White's rolling over here. You got to be really careful, just pulling up short, not taking critical damage just yet. Aqua 5 doing everything he can to hold that, but now he has no options. He has to abandon Adder, get back into the U-House, try to see if him and Gen.G can hold on.
I am mind blown. This is like seeing a unicorn experience. We just experienced a Japanese team doing something aggressive early in the game paper. That is as unique and rare as anything you'll ever see, and maybe this is the start of something very special where actually Japanese teams will start playing aggro in the early game to claim control. If that's the case, look out, world. Japanese is coming for you, because if they can combine their passive play style with also being able to aggress when they have to, like we just saw from Destination Gaming White here, there's a whole lot more fear to be spread from the Japanese region into the rest of the world.
But Michael Bay, explosions.
but
Well, we'll
kills,
see.
but dying.
Yeah, but drive-bys. Okay, so let's see what the Sonics want to do, as FaZe did make that rotation earlier. This is where they settled up. They found just enough room inside the circle they can hide underneath this hill. Sonics might be opting for the other side. Pero continues to find struggles as they are attempting to get in somewhere, and there is Meta and T1 watching and waiting, and Senya sends it into FaZe, and it's going to be Fuzz. The quick spray down with his AK. Uba now starting to pop some mini shots, and 80 gets the knock. Uba did the hard work, and this is going to alert the Sonics to FaZe's presence. They come up over the hill. Tiggleton gets an easy knock. That's going to be Fuzz down and out, but there is some crossfire now coming. I believe that is either Division X or Damwon Kia that's putting shots into Sonics.
Circle, in the meantime, commits to the south. I mean, there's still the triple hard shift north opportunity, but I would strongly assume that it's going to end up on the south side. So while T1 sits center, they only have 2 alive, and everyone else who have the numbers other than Furia are having to come in from all sides of this circle. Uber and Vehicle 80 along with him, trying to send it forward. There are only 2 left alive. In the meantime, Shrimsy and Sonics now have to try and make a play here as well. Uber in the open now. They need, as we said before, those vehicles for cover, and a buggy and a Mirado just ain't the cars you want to be hiding behind when we have big, nice minivans and Broncos in this game as well.
I think it's probably taking like all of the patience that Mamu has left not to pop shots at Meta there. I think his instincts are telling him to just pick up a point. You're on the edge of the circle. You're probably going to go out anyway. Doesn't matter right now. It's all about survival. Grenade up and over. If that grenade is on the money, it hits Uba, finishes 8C. Doesn't get enough to take him down, but Kale is going to be there to finish the job. And FaZe, for all their hard work, goes down in 14th.
Silson falls down, puts the SKS to great use, and they're trying to make more space for themselves on the north side of the circle too.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. They're methodically poking at the other teams and really controlling their space as best as they can. Division X is stuck in the compound. They know that Division X is down there underneath them. They're not going to reach out. Teams haven't really been doing it. Poor Sato, though, runs into the Groza of Luren. And Pure Boy and Amana get out and try to do something about it, but they are in a killing field. There is a ton of bullets being spammed at them by Tianba Furia over on the side of that as well. I don't know how well they could see it, but for now, back over to Meta. Wicked has managed to get up to the fence line at least, establish a foothold here against Zenith.
And this might be the repeat of the story where we say we want to see these teams use the compounds better, because right now Zenith are stuck on the edge. They allowed for Meta to go into a position I think they should have taken control of earlier when they saw the circle shift away. They didn't opt to, and as you can see now, the Nation Gaming White are here. I mean, in the meantime, Interforce and Navi does both get booted out of the server. Down they go, but they're right now being contained by 2 teams, and I'm unsure how Zenith are going to be able to get out of this compound alive.
Yeah, I think, and also for Detonation Gaming White, there's no reason to get any knocks. Just keep yourselves going up. Don't take a lot of damage. Just watch what the other teams are doing and kind of maneuver forward. Kia Damwon stuck in the shack with 4 members of Buriram who were able to leave that compound, and now they can go on foot, work uphill, use that natural cover from the terrain to their advantage. Back over to Zenith. Shinboy looks like he's only one alive, and Wicked says goodbye. See you in the next one, potentially, unless, of course, Meta wins. Then they will not, but we'll see. Meta's on the southeast edge. Still a chance, but Detonation Gaming White above them, and here's the push from Buriram. It's just under, though. The up-close and personal expert for Damwon Kia gets some good damage. Now they're going to start throwing the stuns. He's trying to get a grenade cooked of his own, but no, the stun's going to be good enough. Edie going to finish the job. Damwon Kia out in 9th. Back over to this fight, and Machao has been knocked. Ragnar finished, though, for Meta, and it looks like Meta's actually done.
Yep, out of the game they go as well. Very nice push down from Detonation Gaming White, but also really smart playing from Tianba. Not overextending, just going, we'll take everything we can get here. And fortunately for them, I mean, Meta were forced to look uphill while they were sitting behind them. So smart playing by them. Lorena now active. Once more, we heard Clover earlier say Tianba are scary. Oh, did he just eat that Molly? I think he did. Tianba are scary on Miramine. Well, they're showing it. You and I have seen it throughout the years as well. They are a very, very terrifying team on this map. We think back to the first week and their 16 kill 4th place.
Yeah, their use of throwables, I mean, they're so pinpoint accurate. I mean, you can see their throwables are so good. Their mollies hit the actual bodies of their opponents. So, I mean, I really love to watch them with their frags and mollies. Now, again, Mings and his teammates looking over to Furia coming up the hill.
Ooh.
That's 2 knocked already. Some good sprays from Luren with the Groza. Some good follow-ups from his teammates. And that is 2 down. Raspu gonna fall, kill Demo. Very much in dire straits as well. Necro trying to find some other foothold. Sonics, in the meantime, have wandered into Division X. Division X pretty passive on this to allow Sonics to get this close.
I mean, this story keeps repeating itself when you just hide down in a compound. Yes, the building is all good, but now you're giving all the opportunities to contain you to Sonics. I want to see, maybe not IQ 500, he's trying to play a close quarter here, but I want to see Fergus, I want to see Long K try and wrap out back and contain from inside, rather than allowing for Sonics to wrap around. And let's see, Tiggleton gets in, gets the flash perfectly thrown forward. IQ 500 falls. Nice reaction play from Tiggleton there. Didn't know he was in there, throws the flash, gets the peek, gets the kill as well, and now we're in a 3v2.
Yeah, now they're just rolling through, but a grenade from H-Win. Oh no, Shrimzy's grenade actually takes him down, and the Sonics, what started out so good, falls apart ever so fast. Long K finishes it with the AK, but that was just one little misstep is all it takes. Yeah, it's really good senses here by Noadra. Rusty Zera trying to work his way up as quietly as possible. Noadra is so ready for it, though. Who's going to be? Rusty's going to win the duel. Quickly get the flush as well. Smoke's going to come out. Really wants whatever utilities in there, plus he needs to get up this hill. So those are dual-purpose smokes. Very smart by Rusty there. A battle with T1 and Tianbo over on the other side. Gabmiao, however, still trying to prevent anybody from getting further up this hill. The angle's still steep. 4-kill Demo. Now Godmeow goes down to Necro. So this is fantastic work by Furia.
Great effort to try and constantly sweep back and forth like window shield wipes, just clearing their hill to try and take control. Now Necro falls down. This could be terrifying for them. We'll see if they opt to push back. They need to contain them. They need to maintain control and need to prevent T1 from potentially pushing down below and shooting at them from behind. They know that they're down there. They know that they're bruised up, and now they're trying to take the fight to them. In the meantime, Aqua 5 finds Minx, but damage still being done. Edie finds Rusty, but Edie goes down in return. DXG finally have woken and pushed forward.
Canaxi does have an AWM. You're not going to find much use for it here. Molly goes down right next to this res, and it does almost catch Rusty Zera. They're able to move in time, but Canaxi, what in the world? How the heck does he do that? Canaxi, you madman. Gen.G tries to finish his round, gets about half health, not able to do it. Gonna let fly with a frag, see if that one can get over the hill. It does not. Canaxi through the smoke just senses where they're at. Hip fires them down. Dials in with a 2x and finishes the job. My word, Canaxi.
It's so weird trying to say who deserves a win more than others, because all these teams have gotten to the late game, but I just gotta give credit to Tiamba. They have been maneuvering so much. They have been really doing everything they could to hold off, and now, finally, we see Division X Gaming peek forward, and they slaughter them once again. Toby, you moron, stop cursing, teams. They get eliminated in seconds. Tiamba does the exact same thing, and there you go, T1-2. It's just Division X Gaming and Buriram again with a chance to win. It's just Canaxi, though, 1 versus 2.
Well, Canaxi's already had a couple highlight reel moments here in this round. Let's see if he can finish the job and right the ship for Buriram. See if they can avoid another second. He has a decent angle there, isn't able to connect anything onto Fergus. More smokes just straight up the gut. Not a lot of utility for either of these teams. 1 molly left here for Canaxi. A bunch of stuns as well start ringing out. Long K on the flank here. Canaxi's aware of it. Goes right into the smoke. What a maneuver by Canaxi to avoid any fire. Comes up over the hill. Gets 1. There's Fergus. Gets 2. That's going to be Buriram taking the game.
Finally, everyone's saying stop throwing, stop throwing, stop throwing, and finally, after so many second places, after so many good, you can see them, they're so hyped. Is he? Oh my god, the emotions on stage, he knows it. That is Canaxi right there. So happy.
All my life I want money and power. respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9.